Hello everyone and welcome back to Cypress UI automation session. In last session, we learned Cypress Test Runner Component and how can we use Cypress Test Runner. After that, we look into Cypress framework structure and files and folder uses in our test cases. Now in today's session, we learn how to write Cypress test cases and learn how to run test cases with different commands. Before moving on our today's topic, please hit subscribe and like button. So now we start writing Cypress test case. First we are using JavaScript for writing test cases, so we need to follow JavaScript language standards. To use JavaScript we need to choose test framework like Mocha and Jasmine. Cypress recommends Mocha for testing framework. We don't require adding Mocha because Mocha automatically bundled with Cypress library. Whenever we install Cypress in our project, Mocha automatically installed. Now with a small example we understand the standard that we follow in our test cases. So here describe and it come from Mocha. So describe is a test suite. Test suite basically contains test cases. So here describe is a block that work as a test suite. And inside describe here is a it block. That block used to write down test cases, and in describe we can create multiple it block. As we can see in our example, describe Cypress end-to-end test, and in first it block launch Cypress web page, and in second it block launch Cypress documentation web page. So automation test script which belongs to single test always should be in it block. First we understand describe. Describe we pass two arguments. First is our test suite description, that is string, and other one is function that holds all it blocks in it. Inside describe we write down it block, and in it block also pass two arguments. One is string, that is description of our test cases. Other is function without arguments. In function we write down our test automation script, and all functions start with parentheses, open and close with parentheses. So here we can write down it block as we saw in starting of the video. Now we start writing our first test step inside it block. For writing test cases I choose demoqa.com website for Cypress automation best practices. For test case, first we need to open website. For open website we need to write cy. That cy is a global command that calls all Cypress commands that we use in our test cases. cy.visit, that visit is using to visit any website, so here we pass URL as a string. And save our project, we open our runner and run our test, and we can see our test passed and load website demoqa.com. For moving forward in writing test cases, first we need to understand how to identify element on page. Cypress locator construction. There are different locators like XPath, CSS, ID, name, tag names, class names. So here first important thing is Cypress only supports CSS locators. If you want to use XPath in Cypress, you need to use Cypress XPath dependencies for XPath. Path we discuss in upcoming sessions. First we understand what is locator. Locator is a unique identity of element. That unique identity helps automation tools to find elements and perform action on web. For example, on that website, next step to click on this text box and we need to enter full name. For this I need a locator that helps Cypress to perform operation. For find element we need to write CSS locator. So first we understand how we can write CSS locator. Simply we just right click on that element and click on inspect. Here we can see multiple attributes that are already defined by developer. So we can write CSS locator by multiple ways. First by using class name, simply adding dot before the class name. Class name for this element we can write dot mrsm-2, and here is a space. That space is also replaced by dot. For check this element is correct or not, we just press Ctrl plus F and write down our CSS locator or XPath to check it. And here we can see element. Always we use unique values, but here we can see it is showing multiple elements with this locator. Next, by using tagname.className. Here tagname is an input and class name is .mr-sm-2.form control. Next, by using id, simply use hash id name or tagname hash id name. For this element, we can write hash username or input hash username. Next, by using attribute value, we can write tag name and attribute and value. For this element, input is the tag name and type is the attribute and value is text. And next, using only by tag name, simply we can understand here is a parent tag name is form and child tag name is input. So we can use form input and we can locate that element. That all are the different ways we can use to write the CSS locators. But here one more thing, Cypress provide inbuilt feature to inspect and get access to any web element. For this we need to open Cypress Runner and click on this playground button and simply click on the text box, and here we get our locator, and here we get locator for that element, and copy it with command line. As beginner you can use it, but if you want to become a professional, I suggest you need to write code by self. That brings confidence in you. For perform action we write cy.get, and inside get in single colon or double colon we write our CSS locator. For the element and for type name we use dot type and write name inside the single colon Elon Musk and save it. And in Cypress Runner we can see we can easily insert text in text box. So guys, in today's session we learn how to open web page in Cypress and how to create locators and generate locators by using Cypress Test Runner, and also how to insert text in text box. In next session we will fill the entire text box and validate we entered correct data by using assertions. Guys, if you like this session, hit like and subscribe button and also share. Thank you.